Come back, a U.S. Army veteran's home got a facelift as part of the Owens Corning roof deployment project.
Construction on a new roof, you're seeing it right there. It started bright and early Thursday morning in Shiocton. Ronald Herman was selected as a recipient by the Greater Fox Cities Area Habitat for Humanity. He joins more than 800 other military members who've received new roofs since the program started 10 years ago. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.